Alright, well, we've already covered quite a few of the basics of sound design. And at this point, what we want to look at is a little bit of the more complex stuff. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. This is once again using USS Sasquatch. And we're going to come into what I think is one of the more complex scenes. Let me see. And this time we're inside of Audition. Let's see if I remember what my markers are, because it's been a while since I've opened this, but let's see.
Summers, take your post and update us.
Aye, sir. Alpha, release console operations. Distress call, sir. An Argene vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is. They're saying something about a point singularity. Damaged. That's it. The signal's gone. I was able to partially triangulate a position. Transferring data to the helm.
Plotting a course change and search grid. ETA is 8 hours.
Summers, send an encoded burst to stations Hellsbrook and Winterhaven. Inform them of the SOS, relay coordinates, or request assistance. Gunneress, confirm course correction and proceed.
Here's hoping they're not talking about a sun dragon.
A sun dragon?
A nasty little toy the Argians came up with during the conflagration. It was a device that could be fired into the sun of any solar system. Within 10 minutes, that sun would expand to 3 times its normal size, consuming inner planets and reducing others to cinders.
Okay, as fascinating as that is, that isn't the point of this. What I'm hoping to show is kind of how this started. It started with the voice mix, okay? So we have...
These console operations. Distress call, sir. An Argene vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is. They're saying something about a point singularity. Damaged. That's it. The signal's gone. I was able to partially triangulate a position. Transferring data to the helm.
Plotting a course change and search grid. ETA is 8 hours.
Summers, send an encoded burst to stations Hellsbrook and Winterhaven. Inform them of the SOS, relay coordinates, or request assistance. Gunneress, confirm course correction and proceed.
Here's hoping they're not talking about a sun dragon.
A sun dragon?
A nasty little toy.
Okay, so that is where we're at with just that. And then we have, of course, the music.
These console operations. Distress call, sir. And
okay, so... it's been a while since I've opened the script. Let me see. This is why you should pull up all this stuff first and not be hunting around for your script. Okay. So what we have happening after all that, a bunch of old stuff. I think this is the second scene, so this is right after what we went through with the getting past security and the changes and all that. Or had we gotten that far? Anyway, we'll get back to that. But in the meantime, okay, so here we go. You know what? I'm going to search for this. Was it Control H in here? No, Control F. The search function doesn't work if you're not activated. That's why I have to be activated. Let's see how far along in the show this was. Oh, wow, okay. This is after the meal. Okay, so let's go past the meal. Okay, so here we are. Let's go through it again, and let's kind of try to highlight what... Highlight this area again. And going to zoom in. Okay. And I'm actually going to come up to where the dialogue is and then just play.
Summers, take your post and update us.
Aye, sir. Alpha, release console operations. Distress call, sir. An Argian vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is. They're saying something about a point singularity. Damaged. That's it. The signal's gone. I was able to partially triangulate a position, transferring data to the helm.
Plotting a course change and search grid. ETA is 8 hours.
Summers, send an encoded burst to stations Hellsbrook and Winterhaven. Inform them of the SOS, relay coordinates, or request assistance. Gunner, confirm course correction and proceed.
Here's hoping they're not talking about a sun dragon.
A sun dragon?
Okay, so that's pretty much the guide for that was it. There was a few cues as to what we need to put in here, but other than that, there really wasn't a whole lot of detail about what type of sounds should be used. I just kind of said, here, bleeping noise, distress calls, so on. So, based on what she was saying, I had to come up with something, and it's been a while, so I don't really remember what I chose, but I do know that it was stuff from the audition. Some of it was from the audition sound library, and some of it was from a site called freesound.org. So here we have this. And I don't remember if that's one of my sounds or because I do also make my own sounds. So let's see. Okay, that's not one of my sounds. But sometimes I do make my own sounds. So that's that one, and then we have this.
Distress call, sir.
And whatever this is. Oh, okay. Huh. So I must have done something to that. Like I said, it's been a while, so I don't remember what I've done. Oh yes, I retimed it. And let's see, so it goes.
Distress call, sir. An Argian vessel.
So I think this is the same sound again.
Sir, an Argian vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff happening here. So we have that sound. And then this one, which is a very annoying sound by itself, if I do say so myself. And then, let's see, what else do we have? We have this one, which... Okay, so all together, that brings us to this.
Distress call, sir. An Argian vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is. They're saying something about a point singularity. Damaged. That's it. The signal's gone.
So I was trying to imagine something kind of like the USS Enterprise, and that's kind of what I can't. They don't really have a lot of sounds because, well, this was for the 2009 Star Trek film, so it's like visual was the key, and not. So they didn't have a lot of console sounds, so I had to kind of make it up as I went. But computers don't really make all these sounds, but. So I figured that would work as sort of the garbled signal. And then I use an alien chatter. And that served as the second part. So that served as because it's Argian, right? I don't know what Argians sound like. Okay, so more of that, and then it looks like I alternated them. So what's this one? Yeah, so you put all that together, and we don't need to do this stuff. Or, well, let me just check on it real quick. Okay, so that's... I guess this is the clearer signal. So, so once you put all that together, you get this.
Distress call, sir. An Argene vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is. They're saying something about a point singularity. Damaged. That's it. The signal's gone. I was able to partially triangulate a position. Transferring data to the helm.
Plotting a course.
Okay, so I had to kind of invent some transfer sounds. So again, you put together, whatever weird sound effects you can find there, and just... So I think I used a sort of sound that was sort of like a tapping, because I imagine that the console would be touchscreen, so you'd have sort of like these, I guess, Android feedback sounds, like when you're typing the... Is it on iOS, on iPhones too, which I find kind of annoying, so I shut it off on mine, but...
Transferring data to the helm.
So that's the data being sent. This is...
To the helm.
So, data prepared and data sent, or data. And then, of course, we have the...
Informed of the SOS, relay coordinates, or request assistance. Gunner confirmed course correction.
So, kind of developed a sound scheme. So, touching things was,
Informed of the...
well, let's solo it.
Informed of the...
No. Be quiet, Captain. So that's touching. And then actual operations of sending, so anyway, that's, you kind of have to decide basically what your sounds are going to sound like. So I went through lots of sounds, as you've seen me do, and that's how we arrived at that. And so there's a couple other stuff in there. But I think what really helps sell this is the music that was added in. So if I'm going to zoom out a bit, let's see, any other sounds? No, that's it. That is... Well, let's just listen to this again.
Informed of the SOS, relay...
Let's come out some more. Okay.
These console operations.
So let's come over here. This is right after the alert.
Summers, take your post and update us.
Aye, sir. Alpha, release console operations. Distress call, sir. An Argene vessel. It's garbled. Weak. I'll try to boost it and filter the signal. There it is. They're saying something about a point singularity. Damaged. That's it. The signal's gone. I was able to partially triangulate a position. Transferring data to the helm.
Plotting a course change and search grid. ETA is 8 hours.
Summers, send an encoded burst to stations Hellsbrook and Winterhaven. Informed of the SOS, relay coordinates, or request assistance. Gunner confirmed course correction and proceed.
Here's hoping they're not talking about a sun dragon.
A sun
There's
dragon?
a message, son.
A nasty little toy the Argians came up with during the conflagration. It was a device.
Okay, so basically I had to figure out what it would sound like when she sent I figured that because the dialogue was so tight, it doesn't say in here that he says, send an encoded burst, and then he said, tell them what's going on. So I just imagine, she would type, because I don't know why we have a keyboard when you have a touchscreen, but whatever. It works for the sounds, and I don't think anyone really noticed that in the final. So what really drives this scene forward, I think, is the music in it, because it's just... There's really not much by way of sound effects. Most of it is done in the... Most of it is done with the musical score and just the performances. We got some really good performances on this one. So yeah, that's a little bit deeper into sound design. Now, kind of what I talked about, using these random things that just seem to... You create a sound scheme, kind of like we did with placing the narrator in a kind of space. So you decide kind of what your things, in this case the console, would sound like, and you go with that. Sometimes it's stuff that already exists, and so you can kind of have an idea already going in what it's supposed to sound like. And but in some cases, the sounds that you want to create are not made by the object that you're looking to create the sound of. And so in that case, you have to get inventive and make your own sounds. So and that's always a fun process. And these basics anyway, these principles work for sound design for a picture as well. And I think I want to look at that probably in the next part, and just kind of how you would sound design to a picture, as opposed to something that's completely audio and inside your head. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next part.